I am included, yeah.
Cool. Good. Awesome.
Include my audio. Cool. That's done. And now for Daddy Hunter.
I can hear you twice. That's pretty
What is that echo and can you get rid of it?
That's probably because it's sitting right next to Rachel, right?
Okay, cool.
Oh, possibly. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Ah, we're fine.
But I think we are all in.
Hey.
And I think we are all...
Duncan, you've got the stream
Oh
open.
my
Can
God,
you check?
Buckshot.
I know. Look at
him,
how
he's so
handsome
handsome.
this deer is.
Do
You
I?
fuck
Does
that
everyone
deer.
have, like,
Duncan, can you
would
check the
absolutely
stream,
fuck
please?
that deer. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm
Yep.
going to do is deliberately use my mute button.
Hang on.
I know. I think you're fine. JP, you're fine as long as you don't like lean over.
Yep.
Oh.
Cool. Everyone's good. I can hear everyone.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Yay.
So everybody's in.
Yay.
This is BROverwatch. All right, let's do it.
Hey, welcome to
it
another
is.
episode of BROverwatch.
Welcome to BROverwatch, everybody. We're a little bit late. We blame Twitch and Microsoft, and also whoever JP's internet provider is.
Sky.
I also,
here.
I
Fuck
also
that.
want to blame speedrunners
Jesus.
a little bit.
Yeah, I know. Same. Yeah.
What's happening?
So today we have me, Jamie Drew, and we have. Can you introduce all yourselves, please? Because I don't want to speak for you.
You go first.
I'm John Partridge, JP, how's it going?
I'm
Duncan
just
Blackett
Rachel.
Brown. Hello.
You're
And yeah.
Rachel.
No, you're Rachel Krishna.
Yeah. I'm just
You're
Rachel.
the-
I don't have
you're-
a cool wonk nail or anything like that.
Aw,
You're the most beloved of all of us.
you are
Oh, thank you.
like quite
I
easily
am
by
apparently
some
able
metric.
to choose this game.
What?
Oh, do we vote on the game? Is that
Yeah,
how
we
it
do.
works?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can't
we vote on the
'cause I
level.
think
Yeah,
I'm
it's
hosting.
democratic.
There you go.
I disagree with democracy in all forms.
This is SpeedRunners.
I'm
by
not
the
playing
way,
this
in case
game,
you
but
don't
I'm
know.
going to do my best to distract JP.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
We're gonna
it's
switch.
training.
We're gonna swap Rachel and JP in and out. Oh.
I didn't
So
know
today
that.
we are
Okay.
playing SpeedRunners, and it is a very strange game.
It's a
Feel like,
friendship
oh,
ruiner.
shit.
It's
Ah,
called-
no.
It is a
It's
friendship
so
already
fun
ruiner.
when people do badly in this game.
I completely forgot about the hook shot, so I am dead.
I do
Oh,
not
hook shot's
remember
so
It was nice
good.
while I was
what the controls. Oh shit! What have I done? No, wrong. Yes.
Remember, you have weapons as well. It's like
Yeah.
Mario
Yeah. How do I
Kart.
do
The
it?
weapens that
Ah,
are...
it's B. Okay.
You press B,
Ah, fuck.
Oh, you're
and,
dead.
then you slide with Y.
Fuck. Okay, I can remember this.
Oh, you can
All
slide
right.
with Y. Okay, here we
you
go.
can slide with
Yeah.
Y.
Yeah.
That's pretty
And then
good.
you press,
Oh no.
and then you press
okay,
right
this
trigger to
spikes.
sprint.
Oh.
Right,
no, I
right
didn't.
trigger
Wait.
sprints. Is it X to use the grapple thing?
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
X to use the grapple.
Hang on, I
Yeah.
pressed the X and the grapple didn't work. Oh well. I'm dead.
Maybe... It doesn't matter now, you're God.
You gotta hold it.
Who's dead and can explain this game better than I can while I'm playing it?
I am dead.
I can try. Wait a sec. Let me give it a
okay.
go. So it's right trigger to run, right?
I meant like
Yeah.
just
Right,
like
about-
the game rather than
Oh,
like,
the
actual.
concept of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're like various different characters, and you are given various different courses, and you just run. Like the whole point of the game
No.
It's,
is just to run faster than the people behind you. And if you're too slow and you go out of shot, you are dead. Essentially.
Yeah.
It's some
And
kind
you-
of side-scrolling Mario Kart. Pretty
So
much.
who's in game now? Who am I racing against here?
JP.
Okay, it's
JP
JP.
This
is,
is
the one
me.
that's doing annoyingly well.
I am the fish man.
I've been
I'm
dead
the
for a
shark
while.
man.
Okay.
Oh,
Please,
did you win
will
all of
someone
them?
take them?
Fucking
Yeah, I'm winning
bullshit.
too.
Fucking hate this
For
game.
God's sake, someone take him down.
How does my hook shot work? Is
Uh,
it? Are
You
gotta
sure
hold the
it's- is it
button.
X or?
You've got to.
I did hold the
X, you
button.
gotta hold it.
I did hold it. It just disappeared. I don't. I'm so sad.
Ha!
Oh, you can hook
Yes,
onto each
Jamie.
other.
Yes.
Wrong!
Yes, Jamie!
Not this! No! Duncan,
Yeah,
there's a lot of noise on
no,
your
the
end,
opposite
so
of
if you could mute for a sec.
Go, go, go.
Damn
Oh
it!
yeah, hang on.
And let's get to the meat of it. Rachel, as the guest, while Duncan
Yes.
mutes this.
Yes.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ,
right.
that's
Yes.
loud. It's so loud, thank
Oh
you.
my gosh. It
Uh,
was like a lawnmower.
it really, like,
Thank you.
Duncan's lawnmower is in his living room as well. It's really weird.
What was
Uh,
that? Was that his washing
It's
machine?
how he
Who
chooses
knows,
to live.
mate? Who knows? Rachel, as the guest, you get the first. What's on your mind this week? What's happening?
Hey, like about work generally, about.
I mean,
like,
just
the
about your
great-
life and your feelings, your terrible, terrible feelings. This is the show. We talk about our terrible feelings and play video games.
I know. I was thinking a lot about food. I like
Yes.
food. I've just. Am I running right? Yeah, there we go.
It's okay. Duncan's not playing.
Oh yeah.
I've just been away for a while, and as someone who cooks a lot and like did not have, well, I had somewhat of a kitchen, but I was in Seoul for 2 weeks, during which time I didn't get to do any cooking, and I was kind of just thinking about like, you know, how I feel coming back to it, because it does play a big role in like how I feel as a person, and like having also just basically eaten out in junk food for like 2 weeks.
Fuck!
God damn it, Jamie! Fuck you!
It got me.
Rachel's currently playing this time.
Yeah, I'm currently JP. I'm currently the shitty shark character that I hate.
Don't diss the shark.
The shark is shit. It's not the eunuch.
Wait, what's the eunuch?
No other. The eunuch's a pink unicorn. It's called eunuch.
Yes!
Damn it! How brilliant is that? There's a unicorn called eunuch in this game. Let's start
But
with that.
we'll get to
Exactly.
the food stuff because that's like you brought a talking point. But
I
like
did
just
bring
like
talking about it.
that is the talking point. We'll get to that. Don't worry about it. It's all right.
Yes.
Because it's very interesting.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you
no
for telling me
problem.
to be alright.
It'll be fine.
So how are
Fuck!
you, Jamie?
Yeah, how are you, Jamie? How's the world of the otter?
The altar. I'm all right. I'm back on my meds, which is nice, but also it's still kicking my ass, so I'm not really capable of staying awake very long right now. So, I mean that's fun, but it's better.
not
Like
fun.
things are better.
Okay.
I've been working a lot.
So like
but...
you feel better while you're awake, but less awake because of
yeah.
the meds, sort of
I mean
thing.
that's the way it goes.
Okay,
I'm a
got ya.
sleepy man anyway, but like it's just like readjusting. Like I was off them for a while. I talked about it last week.
Skin's so small.
What? Yes!
Damn it!
You know when it shrinks? I was just saying it was getting so small.
They say the skin is so
That's-
small.
That's what
It was
she
really
said!
weird. I think that's the first one we've dropped on this show. I'm so proud.
That's what she said. I do say it more than I should probably, so
No, same.
I
Like,
look forward to
look,
dropping
Steve
it more.
Carell owns it, but I mean, it's really a community thing.
I've
Jesus.
never watched The American Office, so I can't
Have
really
you not?
understand that, I don't think.
It's way better than the original.
I've watched clips of it.
Yeah.
And like there's moments of it that I love from the clips, like the fire drill clip that
Beat him, Rachel. Beat him.
always ends up on Twitter where they like throw the cat into the ceiling.
Nope.
It's really hard to explain. It's like they had fire
Oh,
training,
yes.
and Dwight
Fuck.
doesn't think that
Fuck.
they followed it properly.
Shit.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! Suck it! And so Dwight doesn't think that they listen properly, and so he like simulates this fire in
Oh,
the
that's
office, and yeah, like they all freak out. One lady has a secret cat that she throws into the ceiling. They all trample each other, and like that is the one reference point I have.
Oh,
So
Duncan's
wait,
not
you've
happy
never
there.
seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
I've never
Like-
seen it.
It's way better than the UK one because it doesn't
Right,
have
I'm back.
any Ricky Gervais. Hey.
I have
Just
like
in
a
time.
really
I don't
weird.
know how that's so confusing for everyone.
What?
I have like a really weird story from the UK office in that
Oh, yeah?
one thing my dad became somewhat addicted to watching it, and so much so like I had like a DVD player in my bedroom as a kid and it was the only DVD player in the house, and he wanted to watch it on like the night of like my SATs exams. and it and it caused an argument between him and my mum that like made her like storm out for a few days.
Oh, a few
And
days.
and I've got like this weird memory then of like
Outstandingly
the
petty.
office, and then like my mum just kind of disappearing for a few days because she was so pissed at my dad for watching it when I was supposed to be asleep for my exam.
That sounds like your dad, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's
I've never
incredible.
met your dad, but it sounds exactly like your dad.
As a reference point,
Wow, look at how small the
me and
screen
JP
is.
live together, so he is very much aware of
It's
what my
so
family
small.
is like.
The screen's
Yeah,
It's so
Should
kind.
probably be explained to.
No!
No! Yes!
Do
How
it,
is this
Rachel.
possible?
Do it.
No, 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 no!
God, this is so tense.
Weapon, weapon.
How do you do that boost thing? How do you do like most of this game?
I don't know!
Right
I don't know
trigger
what's
to
actually
sprint.
happening. It doesn't
Right
seem to
trigger
be
to
doing
sprint.
it, is the
Okay.
thing
They
about
are
the sprint.
stupid.
Fuck.
But you need to go into the
Yeah!
blue thing that gives you
Sense.
sprint power.
Oh!
Oh, dear. Alright.
Jamie,
Take it.
Jamie, Jamie.
Rachel, that was
even want
very
it, I
close
don't
to an
even like
orgasm.
JP
Thank
is back
you.
on the
Don't
game.
even like it.
So, Duncan, how are you?
Yeah,
How you
Duncan, what's on
doing?
your
Um,
mind?
I'm ill as shit. I don't know how I
Aw.
sound. I was the first day I took out work, I was like quite ill, but not like the worst. And then the second day I was very ill, and then I realized I'd taken too much time off work. So I've been like consistently working and doing things despite sounding like this. It's probably quite sexy. I don't really know. If anyone wants to, like,
If anybody wants
leave
to write
feedback
in,
as to whether or not this works for me, yeah. Oh wait,
I mean, it
right
doesn't-
trigger
oh,
does not
fuck,
make you
that's
sprint
not the
at
way.
all.
You
I
need
think you're gonna
sprint
die for
power
it.
because
Yeah.
there's the bar at the top.
Do you earn
Is
it?
that what that is? Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
ice
you'll
block.
get these
okay.
little blue plus thingies.
Oh,
That makes sense. I also saw that did we all see the fish sex movie? I've been
no,
thinking
we
about that a
didn't
lot.
yet. No. I know you've seen Lady
Rachel
Bird
has
yet.
seen it.
It's very good.
Rachel has seen
Oh,
Lady Bird and with
Yes.
fish sex movie.
I saw them all
They're
this
both
week.
very,
I
very
saw
good.
Black Panther, Lady Bird, and Shape of the Water in the space of about 3
Oh
days.
god, Black Panther's so good.
Nice.
It is.
What? How horny did they make you on a reverse scale of, you know, in order, in ranking?
So I have
Oh.
an issue with the fish sex movie. Is that you don't see the fish sex.
Fuck!
It's
There's a
known
lot
as
of
the
naked
fish sex.
cuddling,
Yeah,
and then
But I
you
wanted
describe
to
it in
see-
like
Sex is,
adorable detail.
but I wanted to see, you know, a little bit more. Maybe even just a blowjob. It was
Oh,
really
what?
disappointing.
That's true. You wanted to see the pouch, didn't you? And you just
Yeah.
you heard about the pouch, but
The pouch.
I love the bit of the pouch. That's what
So
that's
in
what the
the-
penis comes out of.
Yeah, she like
What?
mimes how his dick works in the film
Oh.
essentially, and it's
She
like
describes
shows
it
like
to
Amazing.
yeah, but obviously she's mute, so she like does it through signs.
yes, I'm the winner.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
And then
it's a
Octavia
lot.
Spencer's response is, "Don't trust a man," which is amazing.
Yeah. I
'Cause you
mean,
never know
Lady-
what his penis will be hiding
I
in.
don't think Lady Bird is meant to make you horny, so it didn't make me
No.
in any way. But I mean,
It'd be
like
unwise to be
Timothy,
horny.
Timothée Chalamet, the Call Me by Your Name kid, is supposed to be a heartthrob in that film. So I guess like some girls of his age might like him. I don't know. He's supposed to be like a little heartbreaker. So
I can't help but
maybe
feel like I would
looks-
find him intensely annoying in real life.
Oh no, absolutely. Like he looks and sounds, and he has the name of a man who was generated by an algorithm.
I'm gonna be
You mean
nice
more
about
so
him
than
because I know
Penn
he has
Badgley?
Oh
he
my
has
god,
a
I
lot
forgot
of
about
young
Penn
fans on
Badgley.
Twitter who will come for you. So I'm gonna be
Penn
extremely
Badgley.
nice
I'm
about him.
courting,
Just be
I'm
like, yeah, he's
courting
cute. Like,
controversy.
yes, you are.
I'm
You're
glad
gonna
you
get the stands on you.
I've really
like,
gotta, you know,
the
we
Call
gotta
Me
use up,
stands.
guys. Call me by your name,
Yeah.
stands.
I
JP,
mean,
what about you?
even
What's been on
just-
your mind? Sorry.
I'm
Completely
been
fucked
quite
up,
chill, been quite I don't know, the last couple of weeks been a bit all over the place, but generally like not much. I mean, back from in Korea, and that was like a kind of a testing period for me in terms of that. I was going from being like productive and being like, yeah, I can handle this stuff by myself, but also then turning into a bit of a slob because like, you know, my partner's not here to kind of tell me to get out of bed and shit like that. So,
So you just never
it's been
got out
good,
of bed?
It's been positive. I did get out of bed, but
Eventually.
it's,
I believe you.
eventually. But it's yeah, it's been not been too bad. Work's been busy, so I've had a lot of stuff to do and keeping busy, man. Like trying to plan projects and do them and shit like that. But yeah, also it's been good that February has been such a month because I've been waiting for like payday.
Oh my
what
God,
seems
yeah.
like an eternity now.
Oh god,
Curse
yeah.
month.
I feel that.
Even though it's like the
It's
shortest
like-
possible month, every month this year kind of felt like it's been about 13 years long already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
February
Especially when
is
it's
going
like
really quickly
draining your
until about
bank
a week
account
ago.
as well.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, it's
So
been
I'm
yeah, I'm
so-
looking forward
drinking
to
again,
just
so-
having some money and not feeling like I can't do things because everything does require money, man.
Yeah. Oh, I want some more
Can we
points.
change our character? I want
Well,
to
I
change
think
our
you can.
character.
We can't change our characters.
Ah!
Speed hookers, a new game option I got.
Speed
no.
hookers.
I think we can change our characters. Yeah, we can. Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's
Oh, yeah,
change
here
the
we go.
character. Okay,
let's do
I
it.
am
I'm gonna
going
change
to
my
be.
Eunuch.
I'm a
Fine, I'll
Sherlock
be eunuch,
Bones.
but I'm gonna be blue
I
eunuch.
can
No.
Eunuch.
Oh my god, you got a
So-
Sherlock Bones.
Oh my gosh, you got Sherlock. Oh, look at his little face.
Look at his little pipe.
Little Sherlock Bones' little Sherlock face. Such a good
Did
boy.
you buy these characters?
I did.
Huh?
I did, yeah, because I weep and I
Oh,
want
did you
Sherlock
actually
Bones
pay for
so
them with
badly.
money, or did you earn it?
No, yeah, I bought it with money.
I really.
They were like
I just
79p
really
for a
want the
pack. I was
Mini
like,
Kiniko.
alright. Well, the game was
Oh,
free,
goddamn.
so I feel like I should give the developers some kind of money for this amount of joy I get out of it from beating the shit out of Rachel at it.
I don't know, this game is
It's okay.
this game's broken as
I am
fuck.
back. I am back, and I'm going to win.
Yeah, I don't beat JP, not
Yeah,
yet.
you
anyway.
are.
So, Rach, while you're
Ooh.
not in game, could you so you said
Yes.
you want to talk about you want to talk about like food and mental health stuff, which I
Yes.
like in what capacity?
I just think like food is a huge part of people's mental health generally, and it is something that I have written about myself since my personal experience. Yes, eunuch. And I also know here that all of you three lovely BROverwatch boys love the foods.
We do love
We
food.
do
Um,
love foods.
It's for real sometimes the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning.
Exactly, and I know that you, Jamie, as well, are like a big cook generally, like me. We have like similar kind of like patterns
Big
and that
cook,
kind of
little
thing. Yeah, exactly. Big
Yeah.
cook, little cook, streaming, watch, and so like, I think it'd be cool just to like, also because I know what
Are
JP's
you
like,
absolute
so obviously
motherfucker?
Yes,
I live with him
yes.
and have been force feeding him for the past almost 3 years now, and so it. I think it'd
Now
just
you
be,
say
like,
force feeding.
fun to talk about our attitudes to food. Well, I am from a Asian
Fuck!
family,
Shit!
and so the kind of like
Ooh,
way you
that's
show
works
love
out
in
alright.
Asian families is you kill the person you love through cooking for them so much they can't cope anymore. And so I say it
I
in that
guess.
way
Damn
that
it.
like a large part of like the affection in our relationship has just been me just like feeding him until he cries.
I don't cry. I take it like a man, and then I just eat it all.
I like how much of this.
Or you
show
can
so
take it
far
like
has
a
been-
woman and eat it all.
Yeah,
That too. I
Yes.
apologize.
a lot of this show so far, oh shit, has been JP denying things that Rachel says.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's do a whole section of that as well. Why
No,
not?
that's not.
JP apparently did not fall down drunk on your and so on. And show
He
his
didn't fall
entire
down drunk
penis
on
and
his first
butt.
date, but he did get really drunk, and then like I was so worried. I barely knew this guy, and I was genuinely worried that he'd get home okay, sort of drunk.
I get home fine.
And then
Like
you took
I was
him
kind
to
of
your
tempted
own
to
home.
be like, no, never. But yeah, so the food stuff I think would be interesting just to talk about how like food makes us feel.
Food makes me feel
does make- yeah.
fantastic.
Food
But also
makes
I
me
have
feel,
a weird relationship with food. So this is
It
pretty
can
good.
make you feel awful, yeah. Like
can.
food can make you feel absolutely awful. It can be the worst thing for you sometimes,
I mean-
but also then can be
Yeah.
the thing you like. It can be your emotional crux, and so
Oh, it for sure is. Yeah.
it's a
Yes. I mean, the amount
I'm
of
really
times I've
enjoying
like
Duncan's
inhaled like a
tactic.
large pizza, like
Oh, mate.
it's
Alright, we're just
yeah,
talking
like
about
inhaling a
last
large
week with Leah.
pizza can be good and bad for you as well at the exact same time. Like
Exactly.
You shouldn't inhale it, you should eat it.
I mean, you
But I
should eat
understand.
food, but that's not going to happen anytime soon.
you vape a large pizza, but
Get a fucking, what's it called? Vaporizer, yeah.
yeah.
God, that was so bad. This eunuch needs to be taken down a peg.
I mean, I also had this food
Yes.
conversation after I just like made a whole pile of donuts yesterday. But like, I
What you put
always
in those
for some
donuts?
reason like they are like a dough of like kind of like lemon zest and vanilla, and
Oh,
then
shit.
we're dipping them in raspberry and plum jam.
I did bring home a
You
shit ton of
pervert.
snacks after eating a shit ton of food at our friend's birthday party last night as well. Like just on the way home, just like, here's some
Nice.
donuts. Here's some chocolate eggs. I definitely need this.
Here's some donuts.
Here's some donuts.
Exactly.
Genera.
I mean, for
donut.
me, I find
What
with
about-
Janelle?
food, it's like a little bit of like something you can control, but also sometimes if you're like in a pinch, if you have no time, and that can kind of get a little bit overwhelming because like you kind of like forced to just pick up a sandwich like from the corner shop or something. And in that sense, it's like you don't really know what you're kind of eating. I mean, yeah, sure, it does say like it's just like a ham sandwich, but man, it's like the amount of like preservatives and additives they add. It's just like. I wish I had like a little bit more time so I could create something a lot more beneficial and healthier for me, but sometimes it's just you just don't have that time, and time is such a key ingredient for cooking.
Well, I also
but that's also
like I struggle with my weight quite a lot as well because it fluctuates quite a bit. Like I'm generally quite chubby as a person, and I have accepted that to a degree.
You're a koala.
Yeah, like a tiny sleepy koala boy. But like that's also like a factor in these kind of things. Is like when I have the snacks, I get very self-hating, and it's no good. And I really should like remember that better, to be honest.
Yeah, it's how I rationalize a lot of my cooking. Like in my cooking, it depends what I'm doing. But say if like donuts, yeah, they are fried donuts, but at least I know what I'm putting into them. At least I have the control to like cook them or not cook them, and I think that's kind of like a power, but also like somewhat of a curse that comes with cooking, in that like you can control whatever you eat. Yes, you can control whatever you eat, but also like once you do get into a kind of a cooking rut, you could just like cook a bunch of stuff, which happens with me sometimes when I cook a bunch of stuff, even too much for myself.
Oh so,
yeah,
no, same. Portion control is like my big thing.
Yeah, portion control is hard.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's like comfort,
it definitely
like a big
is.
old vat of chili or something, you know? Like you've all eaten at my place.
Korea... Oh yeah, we have,
Yeah.
Weirdly, so like there's this whole food culture in Korea where eating alone is, especially in like some places, is very weird. Like eating alone at like a burger place, okay, but if you want to go out for like barbecue or hot pot, it's food that you're meant to eat with a bunch of other people, and so like eating alone and doing that alone you can't do. And so like their whole kind of thing is like if you want to like have like a big pot of like kimchi, like stew or whatever, you have to eat it with other people and you have to share. And I think that's sometimes something that like a lot of like British culture lacks, is the food sharing thing, and something that you do get in like a lot of Asian cultures. I mean, my family, in that if there's a lot of people together, you eat together.
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's like you know, when you get like a bunch of like English dudes and then go to the curry house and they just get like individual curries for each other. It's the worst. Like, dude, like just get like a whole spread that you can all dive into with each other, and like
I'll be honest with you.
Part of what we love about like just kind of like Asian food culture is that we just like
I hate this shit. I hate this so much.
There is, but like
I was a vegetarian
from like being from Asian households, like having just a whole big table full of food lets you just try so much different stuff.
But Jamie is a vegetarian. I get that some meat eaters are fucking dickheads when it comes to vegetarian
Was,
sides. Like,
I'm not anymore.
Yeah,
largely
was,
because
sorry.
of this.
Yeah. The way like my brother is, or one of my brothers used to be vegetarian, now is vegan, and the way he basically got around it is whenever we saw him to eat, he was like, we go vegetarian and vegan and you all eat the same as I do, and like was basically just extremely militant about it. It was just kind of like, we all eat vegetables together and therefore the sharing works.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Like it's like it's better now I do eat meat again. It's pretty good.
Yes,
I can finally go to tapas and actually like, because especially in London, like it's better now, but like the choices aren't amazing a lot of the time.
Vegan choices is horrendous.
It's horrendous. It's like you can only I love falafel, but like you can only eat so much of it in a lifetime. Like a burger that's actually just a mushroom, you know, it's like it's all nice, it's all good, or like a goat cheese and red onion, caramelized red onion pizza. Or, like that's the three things you can get, and also anything with aubergine can go fuck itself because aubergine is the worst vegetable.
Yeah.
And I have a friend who's a vegetarian. Like, we went out for his birthday a few years back, and he agonized about it. He agonized like, I'm a vegetarian, but like, what about people who aren't? To which my response is, fuck those guys. It's your birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
It's your birthday. You go where you like.
Yeah, it's good vegetarian stuff. Come on. Like,
there is, but like, it's quite rare.
No. I mean, in terms of like.
Oh,
And it's
Oh no, no, I
only
didn't mean
good
that.
right
I mean,
now
in
because
terms
it's
of,
like in
you know, if you're a
fashion.
meat eater, you should just put up with it.
yeah.
I was vegetarian for a while, but like looking back on it now, I'm pretty sure I was vegetarian just because I had a minor breakdown, which is not saying that like not saying that vegetarianism for everyone is because you had like your brain cracked for a bit and you couldn't deal with the food, but like thinking about now like my relationship between like panic attacks and food and like my mental health and food, I'm pretty sure that like I basically had my first ever bad.
No. Go, go, go.
Did we just lose Rachel?
Oh. I think we may have just lost Rachel.
And or
Did we
JP?
lose JP?
Maybe.
Oh, I can hear something.
Wait, I can hear something. Is that on your end?
Sorry.
Hey, there you are.
You alright?
Sorry, the controller died.
Ah.
Oh, I see.
It's because she's
Oh,
not
I
playing,
thought-
she's just talking through it.
There we go.
I see.
There we go.
So,
Go, go, go.
also on vegetarianism, like I was vegetarian because I couldn't afford stuff because I was doing my postgrad and I didn't have any money, and so it was like a way to keep my food bills down to £1.8 a week.
Yes.
And like
Damn.
That
that's
is
definitely
good
like a
idea.
huge part of like why I eat. I think like there's a lot about like upbringing
Sorry, Duncan.
and things like
Sorry.
that. Like you grew up in Asian households where you can kind of like you can't really socially do certain foods and you have to do other ones, and like that sounds very very to me.
It can be. I know, like
Well,
a lot of people who've grown up and like who've had like the whole kind of like Asian eating experience and have slightly weird relationships with food because of it. I'm not blaming it for that, but I'm saying that like forcing people, because like I know what my aunties are like. I know that like they show love through food as well, and if you don't eat the food they put out, they're going to comment on it.
Fuck.
And if you're like a teenager and like you're sat around having dinner and there's a bunch of like all the people asking why you're not eating, and it might be linked to a bunch of other things, like it just causes bad relationships in a lot of way, and then like you take that into adulthood and you either it brings up a bunch of issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a same kind of thing as when like people tell kids that if they eat more of that when they're older they're going to be fat or whatever, and then they freak out, and either they eat a load of it while the adult's not there, and therefore develop a bad relationship with that food, or they just don't eat it and restrict themselves.
I mean, I'm definitely in that crowd as well, because like my thing with my weight comes from my mum for sure, and like that's not to blame mum or anything like that. She's got like her own problems to deal with, things like that, and but yeah, no, like there's a lot of like guilt around certain stuff which I have to deal with, which like combined with like a working class upbringing where you just kind of eat when you can, or that's not even working class, that's like growing up poor. Like eat when you can because you don't know where the next one's coming from. Like that becomes quite difficult in its way. And I don't know how to get out of that. Like I know that I cook for 7 people whenever I cook anything, and I'm only one person, and I'm aware of the math there.
Yeah.
But
Aww.
what are you supposed to do about that? Like you kind of you grow up like you grew up, and at a certain point you just gotta say, well, this is how it is, or I don't know. I don't know how you guys get around that, but I'm struggling definitely for sure.
Yeah.
What about you, JP?
Second, sorry?
Like, how do you? Because you grew up in an Asian household as well, of course. Like, did you come across any of these like similar issues, or like how did you like unlearn the behavior that you learned as a kid?
Well, growing up, I had I had English dad and Asian mom, and we'd have like a kind of like a mix of English dishes, and Asian dishes, and fish fingers, mashed and beans, and stuff like that, and fine, like school dinner kind of dealio. But like whenever we went to like see my mom's family in Malaysia and stuff like that, we'd have big meals where like 6 to 8, 12 of us sat around a table all sharing food, and like me and my brother were kind of just looked at as like, oh, we're kind of like the guests, we're growing young lads, we need to eat, and just we were given like tons and tons of food, and kind of like seen as because we were kind of like the guests. It's like, oh yeah, you finished the last of it, you finished the last of it, you have this, you have that, and it was kind of like It was okay. We didn't mind. I mean, Rover used to be incredibly skinny little kids, so like we did kind of like need that extra food. But it got to a point where when I was a kid, I did overeat a lot, like a lot of junk and stuff, just stuff that like just lying around the house, and that did impact me quite badly. I remember growing up having like quite a bit of weight on and stuff, and it was just I didn't really learn very like stuff like portion control, stuff like what is good for you and stuff like that. It's it's very difficult to kind of learn a lot of that stuff and see what it was like. And like I remember before I went to uni and stuff, and then I'd be having like meals around my mom's house, and she'd just keep trying to feed us because we didn't really see her that much. And when I went to uni, it was kind of like I was by myself, and it was like the first time I kind of got to like fend for myself, feed myself. And obviously, I mean, when you're at uni, you're obviously drinking a lot, and it's kind of like just getting terrible frozen pizzas and terrible kebabs a lot. And I don't know, I didn't know if I really learned a lot of like good food habits until maybe I just kind of had enough of like having shit food all the time after a night out.
Yeah.
And, I mean, now these days, like I eat a lot better, I cook a lot better, you know, look after it and stuff that I kind of eat because I'm a bit more knowledgeable about it, and I've kind of like educated myself on what is good and what is bad. But you know, there's always room to learn. Jeez. So yeah, I mean, like I think food is always gonna be a constant education. Like you're never ever gonna be like know everything. At some point in your life, there's always going to be new things to try, more things to learn, how to pair things up with stuff, and kind of learn how it's going to like benefit you in the long run as well.
Sure.
I think uni's a big part of it. Like I remember when I was at university, I was in catered halls, so we had food like twice a day, but we had no kitchen as well, so we just had our halls, toilets. We had a microwave between like I think 20 of us, and then we had like twice a day you would get fed downstairs. And because I went to university in London, and like my family, you know, we're middle class, but still going to university in London is expensive. I didn't have like a huge amount of disposable income, and so if I didn't like the food that I had in the halls, which weren't great, they were worse than school dinners kind of foods, then I couldn't eat until the evening. I didn't have the money to go get my lunch, and so it kind of really messed up like my perception of food. And you know, if the only thing for breakfast each day is like a fried breakfast, and then you're not really eating anything else apart from maybe some crisps you can go get from Sainsbury's, it develops a really bad relationship with foods. And I went through like in my first year of university and following like quite a lot of time trying to work out like how to like feed myself properly and you know that kind of thing. I think it's something that like universities do need to address, of like how they are putting money towards like making sure young people develop their relationship with food as well, because it's their first time away from parents. Half these kids can't cook. Like, what are they doing to make sure these kids are okay?
I remember like teaching like 3 people in my halls how to make pasta.
Exactly, yeah.
Like genuinely.
Yeah, there was a kid in my
I'm so
flat
glad I
who would
learned how
just
to do things
eat
back.
wraps or get other people to cook for him.
Jeez.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh man, I knew so many, especially like it's always men. It's always like, well, not always, but you know, it's usually.
It's
men.
not always. You'd be amazed.
Yeah, that's true. Like,
actually,
like,
a lot of
sorry.
A lot of girls get away with it because they don't eat, and like not because like it's a stereotype, but like it is seen as more acceptable for like a girl not to eat than it is, say, for a guy to. Like a guy would probably go and buy like a packet of frozen chips and eat that for his dinner, and then the girl probably will just not, because that's the gender roles which they have like prescribed to them. And so like actually there's probably a lot of women in universities who don't know how don't know how to cook, but kind of get away with it because of like that sort of issue, and it's still a food issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
You definitely used to get to the point where you would have nothing left, and then you would just be like, right, I'm gonna cook pasta in oil. Was something I used to do.
Hey man,
'Cause, like,
I
it
still do
tastes
that.
bad.
now.
What?
It's
Absolutely
still
nothing.
legit. It's a legit
Yeah.
thing.
Wow.
Just
Pasta
like
oil with
pasta, oil,
parmesan.
and some garlic.
Oh yeah, no, pasta oil and some
Parmesan
garlic
if
is like
you're
an
lucky.
amazing meal.
Yeah.
I just kind of remember at uni though, like I would spend like doing like a weekly shop of sorts. I remember just spending more money on like a bottle of vodka rather than like a nice
Yeah.
pack of chicken or something.
Oh yeah,
man.
definitely.
Oh shit.
But there was also the whole. Did everyone see that whole pasta sauce debate that went on Twitter? Like, that
No,
was a
I
huge
didn't,
thing.
and I'm
Ugh.
very,
No.
very happy about it.
That was always the thing that was like pushed was like get sauce, and it's like
But-
like no one was teaching you like more cost-effective ways of cooking as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like
Which
they
would've been
contain
good.
so much sugar as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's like don't get me wrong, like
It's
you need
all-
sugar obviously, but like
Fuck's sake.
it's one
the
of those
amounts
things
that
like
are in there.
the moment I learned to cook, it was like a sense of control.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
say the
definitely.
moment. It was a long process and it's ongoing. And I make like 4 things now. Like I could really do with like just some more
That's a
easy
lot.
recipes. I'm very lazy. I'm super lazy. Like I know how to make more things, but I don't. Is the thing about that?
Yeah. I have a recipe book. I do know. I have a number of recipe books I don't use.
Really?
I have so many recipe books.
Yeah, we have a bookshelf dedicated
Yeah.
to.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
I
I
Yeah.
feel like 6 or
Thanks.
7.
I think it's also like
So-
just falling back
yeah.
on comfort recipes. Like
But-
some days you just want to
Yes!
cook like bolognese and eat that, and
Yeah.
it's easy just to fall into that.
I just want to get a pizza.
Bolognese
shop.
isn't good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got 69 experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, got a new level.
Nice.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice.
Ooh, let's do the new
Nice.
level.
Boardwalk.
Where is
Boardwalk.
it? No, fuck it. That's my fault.
Where is it?
Oh, no, it's not.
Like going back to like the
Do you want to be
habits thing,
Unix still?
Like
Yeah.
a thing I remember. Thing I remember from like when I was young was that like when I was really really skinny kid, like that's really good. You should be like that. Don't ever let yourself not get that. And then if you
Oh,
get
yeah.
older, you inevitably like from the same habit end up looking like much worse. And then you have that is bad drilled into your
Hey,
head.
where's
Um,
the Kung Fu Hustle?
Oh, sorry.
I think
We pressed
just-
B by accident.
Ah, you bellends.
I see.
I gotta watch this shit.
Well, that made. Yeah, you gotta make
It's
watch
okay.
shit for this.
I'm just gonna go.
But yeah, so and then you end up like, how do you get rid of that body image issue? Which I still have no idea.
Oh, never. I never.
No.
had
Like
that.
exactly.
it's hugely irrational, but there's no real way around
I
it.
was quite.
And obviously it's
scared of it. That was
reinforced every
fun.
day and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Like-
like for a bit after uni because I lived at home and got made soups a lot, and that was good.
Nice.
And then swiftly lost that at my next available opportunity.
Oh,
I was
my
super skinny for a while.
my ex-girlfriend
shit.
got really skinny and no one would shut up about it. So,
Oh god.
Uh,
so
about
like I
how
was
you
like,
weren't
oh, I'll
skinny or
actually
how
go to the
she looked
gym.
better
Let's
or
do it.
whatever. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Post university as well. I think a lot of people become obsessed with trying to look like what they did before university.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
never
it's a-
happens.
it's
Like,
a
you're
bunch
never
of-
gonna be 18 again.
But also, yeah, it's like a bunch of 21-year-olds trying to be like, I wish I looked like what like I did when I was 17. It's like what when your body was still developing and like
Yeah,
you were
when you had a
still growing
metabolism.
and you want to basically, yeah, like it's never gonna happen. So there needs to be like some sort of re-examination of like the fact that you now have an adult body and when you're 18 you don't really like most people do.
Yeah. It's
That
unreal
bod-
how much I used to be able to eat without getting fat, and now I can't eat anything
Oh god,
at all.
yeah.
Oh good lord, no.
Like
Yeah.
even if I eat like a normal person, then nothing happens. Like I gave up alcohol for like a month and a half essentially, and lost no weight whatsoever.
Oh
And it's
really?
like, oh come on, nothing, absolutely nothing.
I mean,
and I didn't,
psychologically,
like,
you're
eat
better,
loads.
though.
I did a bit of exercise, but yeah, well, no, I felt better because I had money. That was the
Yeah.
only real difference, to be
Yeah.
honest. But it was a good difference.
Bitch.
It's good having money.
I heard that. I've heard
I
that
love
gonna have
money.
money.
Big. I would money all the time. I think ideally.
I would not.
But then
be
again,
able to
the
drink
No!
other thing is,
Yes.
the other thing
Nope.
as well is
Son
like,
of a
especially
gun.
with all of the like stuff we're encouraged to eat, that everyone's like, this is the ideal thing you should be eating. It's wildly expensive. Like
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, like some of the like special milks or whatever that you go into. Like I went to
Ugh.
Whole Foods. My brother and my sister-in-law are vegan, so I was like, I'm gonna go into Whole Foods and buy them something nice for Christmas, like a little hamper. And I spent like a good 20%, or like maybe half the time I was in there with my mouth open, like, I don't understand what is going on here. The world has changed. What is any of this? Is that food?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
used
an
to be with it,
ingredient?
and then
Are you supposed to
changed what
throw
it
that
was.
into your mouth? with vegetables?
Also, there's like not. It's not better than you. The milk. Do you guys read that amazing story about the woman who drank coconut milk matcha latte
God.
and started
yes.
like she was putting on a load of weight and she couldn't work out why because she thought coconut milk and matcha were health foods
Oh,
and then
God.
discovered
They are
like
not.
the amount of like because it's still milk.
Fuck.
It's still it's still got a load of fat in it and
It
she was like
does.
drinking that like twice a day and
Yeah.
Twice a day?
and like completely like gained like 2 stone because of them.
I mean,
And
those
it's
things
like-
are
Yeah, no, that's
delicious.
nuts.
Oh, they're
They're-
delicious,
I love
but
it.
like
delicious.
Matcha latte.
any
is
latte
so
is
good.
delicious, but you don't drink it twice a day. Like,
Ooh.
Nah.
and you,
Especially not with coconut milk.
yeah, and like you have to.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing that like they say, these like hero ingredients that fix this. But if you only eat like
Superfoods.
high fat like milks or whatever, it's gonna
Yeah.
fuck you up.
High fat, high carb.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think like we kind of just need to read labels a bit better, but not in like the way that things are told to us, like in a lot of magazines. A lot of like magazines say fat is bad, so we're all inclined to think that fat is something we should avoid. But
Yeah.
it's kind of the opposite. We do need an amount of healthy fats in our bodies.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
this is the thing, isn't it? But how do you like teach yourself how to do that? I mean, that's like a lot of time.
That's the
but,
thing. Like.
Often we don't have.
Exactly. I mean, I remember at school doing food tech, and it was more like, it was such a really
It's like
great
how to
long
make a
process
cake
of
rather than anything.
yeah, like how to make a cake or how to make a pizza, and then you'd be like doing like written exercises on it as well, being like, oh, this is how you're gonna plan it out and stuff. But at the end of the day, I would love it if they actually did just teach you like basic food nutrition.
Yeah.
We had one.
Yeah.
We had one food nutrition class in sixth form before we all went to university, and they were like,
What?
"Fuck, we need to do something with these kids."
Just one.
Oh, man,
and
we had
what
none.
they did was they gave us all a $5, and then they were like, "You have to make as much food as you can, basically
As
buy
much food as you can.
and make as many meals as you can using this £5." And like,
Fuck.
it was just
What?
harsh.
That just
yeah.
sounds like it's gonna be super noodles for like.
I mean, yeah. that's
20
exactly
days.
what that is.
It was like
Fuck.
you have
I mean,
to like
that's
make
not
this
the worst
fiber
of it.
last, and yeah, they didn't like focus on any nutrition. Like I think like a bunch of people, just bought like super noodles and just like, and there's nothing wrong with super noodles. Like eat super noodles like now and then if you want to, but like having a whole diet based on super noodles is not a good idea.
No.
Fuck's sake. And so
No.
yeah, like I think there needs to be more responsibility from like these places
Fuck.
where kids
No.
do spend a lot of time, schools and universities. Yes, and to actually like shape their diets.
Exactly. I mean, like.
Not to go all Jamie Oliver because
Yeah.
fuck Jamie Oliver and his
Yeah.
fucking turkey Twizzler crusade.
If I want to take a quiz,
And
I have
his
to take.
and his children who are also his ingredients. Has everyone seen in the new Jamie Oliver book?
What?
In the new Jamie Oliver book, which is like all 5 ingredient recipes, it's dedicated
Oh,
to his
yeah,
5
yeah.
favorite ingredients, who are his 5 children. Like, what recipe is it that includes
why?
all 5 of those ingredients? It
I mean,
makes
one of
me
his
so
kids is
happy.
called Bear, so maybe this is it. Maybe
A little bit
he
bad.
ate his child.
But it's
Yeah,
like
we were trying
like,
to work out. We were trying to work out if there was an
Sorry.
ingredient in all the children's names, and then one of the kids, the ingredient is bear, and I'm thinking maybe he could branch out. Like,
Maybe ever eaten bear? It's
Wow.
pretty good.
Bear honey, just
smarter than the average bear. Some
honey,
porridge.
honey loop bear. Just very
yeah,
quietly.
exactly.
It's like so like I need to
I love you,
like
Sugar.
nutrition, which is a course available, and it's like cool that nutrition is available to study at degree level, but at the same time, like that kind of stuff should just be it shouldn't be degree level. It should be stuff that is taught to you like sixth form, GCSE, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's about statistics
Also
and stuff
nutrition
as
d-
well. Like,
Yeah, nutrition degree is like very deep. Like this is
No,
how like the basic.
you motherfuckers!
It's like
Yes.
did you? There's this really interesting episode of another podcast, which is Malcolm Gladwell's one, where he talks
Oh, yeah.
about French fries, and it's his one where he explains that everyone freaked out over beef fat in the 90s, and because of that, they changed the main components of what McDonald's French fry was cooked in, and it changed the taste of
Whoa.
them. There used to be these amazing crispy French fries, and then they got fucked over in the 90s because of the food scare. And
I was
now
gonna say
they're
beef
just,
fat
like,
fries are like a big deal now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Now they're like
where I
cooking
was
like a
last,
weird
yeah.
vegetable oil. But they go to this place where it's like a food science lab, like in America, and they basically like these guys' jobs is just to like eat food and work out the best combinations. I guess that's what you'd end up doing if you're like a nutritionist. It's like the basic
Yeah.
components. But it sounds like an ideal job. Oh my god.
I mean,
I just
watching
remember like
this show on
so I was
TV.
gonna, yeah. Go ahead.
So sorry, Duncan, go for it.
I was gonna say like we were encouraged like to not eat beef in like the late 90s because everyone was like every cow has foot and mouth and so
Yeah.
you should never eat
Yes.
beef and I'm just
Oh
like
yeah,
what?
yeah.
And that's just not a thing that anyone has talked about in about 15 years.
That
No.
foot and mouth happened and we killed a bunch of cows because of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh,
They like
Yeah.
literally
remember
burned
that.
cows. That was dark as fuck.
That
It
was
was
a
fantastic.
dark time.
Certainly the worst thing England has ever done.
Definitely.
Oh, debatable,
Ah,
debatable.
fuck.
Oh yeah, it's intensely debatable. It's because it's not true. But yes. Come on.
Go,
I
Duncan,
just
go!
tried-
No!
Duncan,
Come on, I wanna win one.
I
Duncan,
live with
Duncan.
you!
Rachel's too
Duncan
good.
has
He's
hardly
on
had
now.
any points. I just want him to get a point.
I literally haven't won a single one yet.
Duncan, you keep forgetting you have a
I'm very
weapon.
bad at
Don't
this
make me
game.
feel bad! Don't make me
I don't know how to use this fucking thing.
You use it, Duncan.
What?
Use the weapon.
Use a weapon.
Wait, which one's the weapon? B. No! How do I use
Look at me laugh!
it? Why will no one
Fucking-
answer any of my questions? Am I muted? How do I use the fucking weapon?
You press B.
It's just funny
I
and not
pressed
to
B.
reply.
Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened when I pressed B. I think my
Wait,
weapon
you
just
gotta
isn't
time
real.
it, man. You gotta time it.
You got to time it.
Time
You
it
had a
with
grappling
what?
hook there,
Yeah.
which
Oh
you
shit.
can pull your
Sorry.
opponents back.
Whoopsie. Oh no.
I'm calling shenanigans. Jamie spent money on this game.
I did. For Sherlock Bones, he's very OP.
Due to that,
very
Sherlock
good.
Bones is well worth the. How much? £9?
No, it was like it was
Just
like
a nut.
easily £99. Just for Sherlock Bones alone.
I mean, it's so worth it.
Really
It's
worth
£99 and a small ruby.
it. Small ruby.
Yeah,
it was,
like in
the small ruby was the
Zelda.
hardest part, really.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Damn it, Jamie.
Rachel, are you deep in the midst of Zelda addiction, or am I thinking of someone else?
I am.
That's Carl, isn't it?
I went to Seoul.
I thought so.
No, I went to Seoul and I had to stop playing it for a couple of weeks. But I am back and I need to do some more time on
With
it. I'm at the
vengeance.
what place am I at?
It's at the Zora domain.
Zora domain.
Ooh.
That's it. Yes, the sexy fish man that all the fanfic on Tumblr is about. Everyone
Prince
on Tumblr wants to
Sidon.
fuck him.
The BROverwatch.
Sidon.
Yeah.
He is-
BROverwatch chat is
he is
there
delicious.
for
Oh, is that
Prince
what that is?
Sidon. Yeah. He's a hot shark.
Appreciation Society.
It's been a good couple of years
But
for
the,
hot fish.
Exactly, you know, Shape of
Has
Water.
it?
Shape of Water, yeah, exactly. It's
That's
a
out.
meme now. It's in the zeitgeist.
Who was the last sexy fish?
Aquaman.
What? There was like another
Also-
sexy fish,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Prince Sidon, Shape of the Water. Who else has been sexy and wet? Wet in
Sexy
the
and
sea
wet is a difference.
sense.
Yeah.
Aquaman. Jason Momoa.
That's-
But he's
deeply
not a
troubling.
fish.
He's half a fish
but
man.
He's a man who swims. He
I'll be
hasn't
honest
got-
with you, I
he
didn't
hasn't-
see
he's
Justice
got a
League. He could
man
He's
well be.
he's half Atlantean, which is about as fishy as you're gonna get.
I've seen Justice League and he doesn't grow a tail. He has
What?
legs.
That's because he's half.
And he doesn't have a fish dick.
This is all
Probably.
deeply disquieting.
Does he have gills?
Well, what?
Yeah, is this
I don't
like,
think
is
so.
this the appeal? Do you
Why?
think? Like, we just like gills. Fuck! That's alright, I got you two.
I've been dead for a
Stop
while.
it! Stop it, Jamie!
No. Yay! I'll never stop. I think Rachel's gone
Obviously.
again. I can just hear her on yours.
That's okay, she's back.
Hey!
She worked it out.
Ooh, I got a new guy. A winter runner.
Uh-oh.
Dunno. Not a dying
Can you
clue.
keep an eye on the likes? I'm shit at doing it.
Yeah, just wiggle the stick.
I do wiggle the stick.
Or press
Wiggle
a
the
button.
stick.
That's what
right,
he said. Wiggle the stick.
Wiggle the stick.
Hey,
right.
hang on. I want to try something actually. Try jumping whilst I'm try pressing A whilst
Okay.
I'm running and see if you can jump.
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, no!
Yeah! Now this is interesting. This has become incredibly interesting all of a sudden.
Wait, what's this?
It turns
I
out
can
Rachel
control
can
with
control
control
JP's.
blades.
Oh no!
Or both ways. So basically, we're going to
Stop
use
it,
the
I need
power of
this.
teamwork now.
So
So,
let's see how this
so
goes.
I'm going to use the left stick, and you're going to press all the buttons.
Okay.
You'll still beat me somehow. No!
Yes,
We're both dead in many
yes.
What's the weapon
No.
button again?
B.
Okay.
B.
We don't have any weapons at the moment.
Run faster, you little bitch!
No, not
Work harder,
spikes.
JP!
Oh, if you look at the little icon for Jamie's dog, like the pipe pops out of his mouth and he gets hurt.
Yes!
Does it? Oh,
It's great.
adorable. What a good
Yeah,
dog.
he's like, oh no!
Let's go, Rach, let's go.
Teamwork! This is what all the
I
sex
can't
is
believe
for.
this
Sweet
is
Jesus!
Okay, hang back, there we go.
You fuckers!
Oh my god, they're not gonna win! Oh my
Teamwork.
god, the system does work.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
What's our quickfire question gonna be? We're coming to
We
the end of an hour.
Oh yeah, have you got do you want me to bring up the list? Because when I die.
That's for talking
I
points. For that,
surely
I actually
will.
have a quickfire.
Oh okay.
It can be
You don't
about
have one?
whatever. So
Ooh, I like quickfire.
Let me
it can
think
be
of
about
one.
You like
literally
fire?
anything.
Fire!
Once I die, I'll ask it.
I hate
And then
it!
that
What
was
the
a
fuck are
structured
you
one.
doing?
No!
I'm trying to press A.
Okay,
What's
so
that?
the quickfire question for this week is going to be: what do you
Okay.
do when you have a panic or sad moment in a work situation? And
No,
how
we've
do
done
you
that one.
get
We did that 2
through
weeks ago.
that? Did we?
We did. Yeah.
no,
we
no,
did.
that was
We've already-
like what do you like to watch? Or
No, we did. We already
we
did
not?
this. Yeah, we did this.
oh, okay. Was this a long time ago? I don't know.
What about
No,
what?
let me
think so.
What are your sad foods? Like, what food do
There
you
we
eat
go.
if you're sad and you want to feel better?
Pizza.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
much
but like
better.
a food that doesn't make you feel worse.
Pizza.
Everything. is ridiculous.
I mean, pizza is technically a superfood because it has
Ah.
what? Cheese, meat,
Ugh,
vegetables.
Don't even give me that Unilad shit. Like, this is technically a superfood. Did you know? Like,
Your mum's technically a
Oh!
Yeah, that's right.
Did we get an answer out of any of that?
Not yet. I'm
No,
thinking
so-
about
so-
it.
it's
No.
honestly difficult to tell.
I went through a period where
Wait.
when I was sad, I ate like a very specific brand of pesto pasta
Ah.
with mozzarella, and that was like my. It had to be this certain type of pesto though to
Wait.
show like how in need of control I was.
God, that does
In my
sound like-
head,
corner-
you
was
are
that the corner
literally
shop
just
one?
like
Yeah.
you've got a ball of mozzarella and you're
Oh,
dipping
fuck.
it into the pesto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pesto pasta,
Ah.
and then like those tiny little balls of mozzarella you can get, you know, like the mini
Yeah.
balls.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good,
Like
actually. I like that.
those, and then like it was like I don't know, it was just like a very simple, clean dish, and that whenever I do get kind of panicky, that's the kind of food I
Thanks.
go for. Like less pasta, less like bready stuff, more just like a big bowl of plain pasta.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
I like that. Pasta
I mean,
might be
that's, yeah,
mine.
that's a
Like
pretty good simple one.
some kind of like tomatoey, easy pasta. I also eat, like again chili con carne
No.
with. Damn it! Fuck. There we go. Like I also eat like chili con carne with just like a bowl of pasta in it. It's not good for me, but
Yes,
gonna
that's what
stop.
I ate as a kid.
yeah,
Oh.
Chili con carne and pasta was like one of my kid foods.
good shit, man. It's like
Yeah.
it fills you up. It feels good. It doesn't. Well, you know, it feels alright. I have no specific
jump.
complaints.
But-
Fuck.
I think mine
Also,
has
just,
changed
like-
recently.
What's yours?
Mine is well, I used it because I like at uni one of my
No,
really
no,
good
no.
like eat
Ugh.
cheap sort of
Yes!
things was always like covering chicken thighs in barbecue sauce or something and cooking them. But now I make like do that with like a paste and then also roast like way over roast sweet potato in the oven and then
Yes.
smash it up.
Nice.
And put, squeeze half a lime on it and that is the best. I don't know why that
had-
works so well, but those two flavors are incredible together.
In
No!
uni, I used to do baked Nando's chicken, like put a bunch of Nando's sauce over chicken
Yes!
with some peppers
Oh,
and bake
man.
it, and then do sweet potato mash. That was another like easy food I had.
Yes,
Sweet potato is
that is
great.
extremely good. Is that your
also
Nando's
loaded
order?
No, my Nando's
Sweet
order
potato mash.
is no. I get the salads. They have like a salad which
Oh,
I
yeah.
really like,
Mhm.
with chicken breast on the side, and then chips, and obviously froyo.
Obviously, for
Obviously, froyo.
Oh, yeah, you got
on
very-
top of all of that.
You got very anxious when we didn't have one last time. Like I think the froyo
Yeah.
machine was broken, and you were not happy.
Yeah,
And
they
also,
did not have
I hate
froyo.
that it's a joke in the good place that froyo is bad. because I love food
Oh, yeah.
so much. I hate it.
There's
It makes
a-
me really
Hey,
upset.
Duncan.
Yeah.
Did you just
What?
I didn't notice that we were playing.
die? Mate.
You could arguably say that I haven't yet noticed. I literally haven't won a single one yet. I nearly
Oh,
won
come
like
on, we need
3.
We need to do games so you can win, Duncan.
Yeah, let's just like
Oh,
wait. Let's go back.
I'm good at other games, just not this one. In fact, I'm very bad at this one.
I don't think anybody's actually good at this. I think
Um,
this is all lies.
It's just luck.
I think
you know,
JP
like,
seems
if
to
you...
be good at it.
Yeah, but
He's a big nerd.
JP, you've gone, I think.
JP, run away.
Oh. Sorry, I hit mute.
Yes!
Currently, me and Rach are in a battle for Unix life.
it's not
Poor
bad
old
that I'm
Nick.
playing and you're interfering.
I'm playing, you're interfering. Stop jumping!
You
Yeah,
stop
that's a comfort food.
jumping!
That squirrel is bad.
That's not pizza.
That's not pizza. I don't know. What in terms of like a good healthy sense?
Shit.
So you know, I'll always have some sort of chicken, like
Nice.
lightly breadcrumbed,
Chicken is a really good
or
one.
just like nicely baked or cooked, or I make a very good like chicken and rice with. I'm not doing
Oh, shit.
served with like a nice
Yeah!
like soy oyster
Hey,
sauce
Duncan won
deal.
one.
That's very good.
Fucking won.
And
Sorry,
recently,
you
I've started just like throwing like fucking broccoli into like everything, because broccoli is really good when just
Yeah,
lightly
broccoli's
fried.
awesome.
Crispy broccoli,
Alright, oh.
yes.
Our friend Will Donovan, who's also a wrestler, Tarquin, loves bringing chicken and broccoli as like his, like, eat all the time to get strong food, and has to bring it out from time to time. And boy, that is pungent.
Yep.
It's a
He also,
real
as
significantly
a,
Nice.
influence environment.
as a wrestle boy, he does eat it 42 times a day.
He does.
I have
And he's very
started
strong,
getting
and
on
he's very good.
some Greek yogurt, which is quite enjoyable and very good for you.
I've aggressively
yeah.
banned JP from becoming a chicken and broccoli guy, though. That eating
Really?
every meal. Because
I mean, I
it
would.
would drive me crazy if he did it for every meal.
I mean,
like-
I would. It makes things easier. I didn't have to think about what to eat.
No, it would drive
Ah.
me crazy. Like that lack of variety. Like,
Well, if you put it in like some
Ugh.
oyster sauce or something, that's some good shit.
If I
Yeah,
leave
but, like-
Gina alone, she's very likely to like just eat cereal for tea, and that drives me mad.
Oh, that's fun.
That's adorable.
What kind of cereal though? Is this like
It-
boring grown-up
Yeah.
cereal? Or
Yeah.
good cereal?
This is
Just
crunchy
like-
nut.
Yeah, no, it's not even. Oh shit!
I do not. But I've got a new arena,
got
but I
excited
haven't
and
got
pulled
a
out my
new
headphones.
character yet.
Oh wait, do you want
That's fine.
to check
You
any
keep
cards?
going.
Oh shit! I pressed the wrong button. That's fine. Let's pick.
It's fine, I'm ready.
Guy.
We've generally had arguments over me being telling JP to cook something that's not chicken and rice, and so like it is a bone of contention here.
It's
Oh, you're a little
weird
like
to me. It's just weird. It's just weird. It's like, okay, I will eat the same thing day after day. What the fuck? I don't get it.
Like, how do you
Guys, you gotta
like
pick a new guy.
for a while at work I just had like porridge every day for breakfast because it's free at my work, and so you can just have some porridge. And it got to a point like even like a couple weeks in, I was like, I need to just have like a different food because I can't taste this anymore.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
it's gone, and
Oh,
it's
I go
like a
through
whole kind of like
phases.
thing where like if you eat like the same, phases are good, but like if you eat the same thing, it just takes away the joy from it in a lot of ways. Like you can't enjoy the food anymore, and then it's going to affect your mental health.
Yeah.
I do that so much. Like I keep thinking like, oh, I should get into like eating vegetarian food or something. And so I make loads of corn, and then after a week, I'm just like, I need to eat something that is not corn. Like maybe several weeks or years, which is tricky. It's also a terrible excuse, but you know, I'm not a good person. Like I have my excuses.
You can make excuses.
God,
am I gonna win
this
it
one?
just boils down to. Well,
Yeah. Oh shit. No, yeah. There's
Shit.
very little that's good
No.
about us.
It's like that story
Yes!
on the Man set where Henry Cavill just been eating like chicken and broccoli essentially for like 2 months and was kind of losing his mind, and so Zack Snyder just
Oh,
bought
yeah.
him like a tub of ice cream and 2 large pizzas. He just started like weeping into these whilst eating them.
Me.
Come padding it into his mustache. Like
Yeah, just like just shouting, "My mum is also called." As,
Yeah.
eats a
Martha.
pizza. My mum is also called
Martha.
Martha. That's it.
My mother also eats pizza.
My
what a
mother
fucking
also
movie.
loves pizza.
Your mother
What
eats
are you
pizza.
doing?
What the fuck are you doing? You
Why am
slow
I?
boy.
I'm jumping in from side to side and I'm not going up. What the fuck happened there? God, that was bad. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I've won 2 games, so I feel like I just about have justified being alive.
Yeah, you can retire in glory
It's
now.
okay. We're all beating Jamie right now.
Being bit by
No,
a
you're not.
fucking cat.
Jamie has
I'm
no
gonna go ahead
points
and
at the
say
moment.
I think this game might not be good self-care for me.
Come on, you
It's
bastard.
definitely not good self-care for both of us. What are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
You're going last.
Visibly.
Oh, I got bored. Sorry.
Oh, we're all on 1 point each now. This is exciting.
Yes.
This is what normal
This
games
is-
probably like, I imagine.
This is what they intended. For not
This
idiots.
is how
Yeah.
normal people play games.
Yeah. We're at an hour, by the way, so I'm gonna ask you all who you've been,
Yeah.
where can we find you, if you want to take umbrage or whatever we said today.
Yes. Come and attack
We are not food
John
professionals.
specifically.
What?
Yeah, we are.
Feel
You
free-
know, we're very bad at this.
Yeah, feel free to attack John. Let's go. Let's do this.
Please don't.
Attack me on the BROverwatch account. That generally seems to be the way people like to do it.
Unless it's Jamie when he's drunk.
We
and
haven't had a
remembers the
beef in a
password.
while.
We haven't had a beef. Well, we told to
Yes,
stop beefing.
I have also been using it drunk from time to time.
Well, yeah. I mean,
We've
that's
been
how
doing
it
lots of
works.
fun threads as well along. Like every now and then, if I'm bored, I'll jump on and just ask everyone a video game question, inevitably based on things that I used to do in like the mid '90s. And we've had some really good people jumping in on those. That've been really good.
Oh yeah, did
really
we actually
fun.
figure out who
So
the best
that's always
video game
nice.
dad would be?
I think we settled on Luigi because Luigi is now a trans
Yes.
ally, which is great. And
Can I suggest?
I mean, some absolutely.
I don't
you
think
can.
I ever. I'm trying to think like who would be a good video game dad.
I
How
said
about
Donkey
like
Kong because he
the?
wears a tie.
Does it have
But
to be
Donkey
a dad, or
Kong,
can it be a woman who would fill a male role quite
could be a
well?
step-
Like,
Sure.
fulfill
Yeah, yeah.
like.
Of course.
Dad is a non-gender
My 2
specific
stepmoms.
thing.
Sometimes families
Uh,
can just be 5 mums
Yeah.
or 5
I was
dads.
gonna say one of the guys from LA Noir, but then again he cheats on his wife, so like maybe not a
He
good
does.
dad.
I've never played that.
I
I've
want
still
maybe
not
someone
played
from
You'd
LA
love
Noir
it.
VR because of all of the dancing. It has delighted me. That's a game I never want to play, but I enjoy watching other people make videos out of.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Kidding.
But they would be good. I mean, they are steeped in murder, and they may bring some of that home. But you know, their attention to detail is second to none. Oh, I've got a bomb. That's fun.
JP, who have you been?
But yes,
I've been John Partridge at John Partridge. I am John Partridge.
You're John Partridge?
that was good.
John
I
Partridge.
feel
John Partridge.
John Partridge, John
I'm
Partridge.
just.
John
I'm sorry. I'm
Partridge, John
very
Partridge,
tired.
John
now.
John Partridge.
John Partridge, John Partridge, John Partridge.
John
I'm
John
just very.
Partridge.
I'm very tired
John
Jonathan
Partridge?
Partridge.
at Rachael Krishna.
Why are you
Jonathan
tired of me?
Evelyn Partridge.
Why didn't you love me?
No. Come
Well-
on, cat. Come on, you idiot.
Don't answer
Fuck
that.
you, cat.
yeah.
God damn.
I fucked it.
Ugh.
Jamie, who are you?
I have been, as always, Jimmy Drew, the bad boy of this whole thing. The AJ.
Bad boy of side-scrolling
Yes.
platformers.
The one you are worried that your daughter will bring home, and blah blah blah. The handsomest one in the absence of Carl. And you can find me at
Yeah, that's
Jimmy Drew
reasonable. Carl's
on
coming back
most
soon.
things. He is next month. But Rachel, thank you for being on. Who the hell are you? Where can we find you?
That's okay. I'm Rachel. You can find me at Rachel, which is Rachael, because no one can fucking spell my name. Krishna, Krishna. So at Rachael Krishna.
Ah,
That's very thorough, thank you.
Yeah,
also
no,
find
like, no one
Rachel-
can fucking spell my name.
doing the best work on
So-
BuzzFeed by a country mile.
Yes.
Ha,
I
ha,
would
ha.
recommend the article that you wrote about
Yes.
Burmese culture was very, very good. That's one to check
Oh,
out.
I enjoy the
thank
greatly.
you.
Yes.
So
And
just-
I yeah. Yeah.
That's
What's
just it.
that?
Just
Did
feel
you
free
just-
to constantly
What's that?
tell how great I am. So that's what
I
Oh,
do,
yeah.
but they've told me to stop
Yeah.
doing it.
Sending it directly.
yeah, they should stop sending these letters. So yeah.
Like, Jamie, we get it.
And I am
Fuck's sake.
I'm Duncan Vickett Brown. I'm Duncan VB on Instagram. I'm not really on Twitter, but I do run the BROverwatch Twitter account, unless JB is doing it when he was drunk, and that is at Let's BROverwatch. You can
Which
also
is
find
Stella.
Which you shitpost
Community
on.
manager.
Like,
Yeah,
BROverwatch
there's
account
definitely
is
some
basically
shitposting.
your main account for starting fights, Duncan.
Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
no,
We've all
it stopped
accepted
being
this.
that now. It's now.
We all
it's
yelled
now
at him enough.
games. I've
Fuck!
stopped doing shit posting, and now it's all games.
Look, man, shitposting
That's a
is
nice
an art form.
tagline.
That's what I say.
It is. Well, now I shit
Fuck.
post about like Theme Hospital. Fuck's sake.
Yes. This has been BROverwatch. We are every Sunday at 3 to 4 or 5-ish, however long we feel like going for, until we're tired of
Yep.
it, until we are just done with life and video games, which is almost never.
We're remarkably
I will
bad
beat
at
you.
logging off.
Will you?
We'll log off after
Right.
this last one.
Fuck. I'm gonna stop the broadcast as soon as this.